How you doing? Today I want to take a few moments and talk about the Mother of Earth's Peace and Love Festival that I'm doing in Arizona and why it's so important for us to come together and do this. Um, I have a crate back there I want to get rid of. The Mother of Earth Festival is a celebration. It, excuse me, this year will be held from February 14th till February 17th in Arizona. Um, there's a lot to do on a festival, a lot to it. I have 8 months left. Right now, I'm at the point where I need to secure the venue, and the venue that we're going to use costs $130,000. So, but it saves the festival almost $1 million, 1.2 million to be exact. So, that makes it very worth it. But I need your help to make that happen. Um, Now, this is why the Mother of Earth Festival is so important. If you take your average going out, um, it varies from state to state, club to club. It varies, but I'm going to average it around $40. Um, so you pay $40 to get in the door. Drinks, they vary. Some clubs are $5. Some I paid $30 for a shot in California at a resort. It just blew my mind. I was like, wow, most expensive shot in the world, and it was just a shot of Jose, $30. I was like, wow. So we're going to say $10. So $40 get in. First thing you do is hit to the bar so you can relax a little bit. So right there off the top, $50. You dance a little bit, a couple more drinks, meet somebody, buy them a drink. Easily you spent $100. Okay. Then you're hungry when you leave, so you go out to eat, gas, such. You spend about $150 just going out for one night. And that's not, I'm not saying that's a firm number. That's just, give or take. On average, anybody can spend from 50 to a couple hundred just going out for a night. Well, the Mother of Earth Festival is a world festival. It's not a local one. And it's designed to take that same type of wanting to just get out and set it in more of a vacation type style festival where arts and culture can come together. It's all natural food, just entertainment like you wouldn't believe. And I can't say the names of the entertainers. Well, I guess I can. It's not illegal to say their names. I am working so hard to get 6 artists for this first one. That would be 2 shows each day. Alice in Wonderland, which her manager actually did hit me back. I need to contact them later on down the line. And MC Light, I would like to get MC Light. That would be the opening of the festival. The second day, I'm trying to get George Clinton. I haven't heard back from him. I don't know if he's going to be able to do the festival. That's who I would like to get. And Maroon 5. And to close the show, I would like Shaka Khan and Stevie Wonder. Now, I might just go with Stevie Wonder closing the show and maybe get Maroon 5 on the second day. I can't really solidify them until I actually have the venue. Okay. So that's an important thing to know if you ever try to do an event. If you lock in your venue date, then you can do what you need to do. So, but that's a whole nother broadcast. This one is because I need your support. The Mother of Earth Festival is the night before the festival. We have a neon light parade, Brazilian style, like Carnival, and then the festival officially starts that night. But the next morning is which would be a Friday, everybody would start the festivities. And it's just a celebration of life, arts, culture, the feminine energy, okay? But understand, our tickets for the entire event are $185, okay? With that $185, what happens is our minimum goal is to hit 65,000 people worldwide. Our goals that we want to hit is get 1 million people in peace and love to come out to the festival and to just share those days together in peace and love and harmony, and not only maybe talk about some solutions to some of the world problems we see, but also be the starting point of some of those solutions. Okay. This is why the festival is important. On top of being entertained, a lot of stuff will be happening, talking about what we as people can do, not dependent on anybody but each other. Okay. With that, you're going to come to the festival, have a blast, excellent time. And I'm going to make sure that you don't want to leave this festival ever. Okay. That's my job, is to make sure that this is so phenomenal that you don't want to leave. At the end of the festival, what you're going to start seeing on my YouTube and on my other social medias is where we actually go out and help families. Somebody's public service is off. Somebody needs food. Somebody needs clothes. Somebody's homeless. Somebody's rent is due, or they can't make their mortgage. Somebody's business, needs a loan just to get up there. We'll have the funds to make those loans happen, and won't do like the banks will, which is foreclosing the business and take it. We'll have some startup capital for small businesses, and definitely some scholarships for technology, architects, law, science, doctors. I really want to do a lot of scholarships in that direction, but we'll also be donating to nonprofits that do different things and are showing that they're actively in communities and changing lives. So we have a list of nonprofits that we're building. Currently on the list, no matter what, is hiphopsisters.org, which is owned by MC Light, or started by MC Light. CC Peniston's Foundation is one of them. She does gifts and support for at-risk families. There's a lawyer out that really does a lot of community service and a lot of work, and I think what he does is so beautiful. His name is Brian Stevens, and so he's one that we're going to be working with. And then we're building the list because I believe in accountability. So we're not just going to give you money and bounce out. We need to see you doing it. Well, the same thing's going to happen for you. I believe in being accountable to you. So that means after the festival, you're going to see that we didn't pocket all that festival money, that we actually took it and built recreation centers, helped people who didn't have insurance pay their medical bills. We will just help people in need, period. I think it's a good starting point to at least for the people to come together and to start somewhere helping each other, and do it in a way that it doesn't really hurt. You get entertained and have fun, and you get to sit back for the next year and watch and say, wow, I was a part of making that happen. Wow, they're building a school. I was a part of making that happen, because your money is put in this pool. So, I started off with the Dreamweaver Foundation, which we're building. And this festival actually was supposed to be within the Dreamweaver grounds. So what we did was we separated out the festival. It's something that's digestible. It's something that people like to do. And we know we could do a world-class festival and make things happen. So I really want to bring it to you. Now, the support side of it. The problem is, as some of you know, I've been very wealthy, and I've also been very broke. I typically go broke because I overhelp people, and I'm more of a humanitarian than I am a businessman. I just believe in people, and I love people, and I don't think that everybody in the world is evil. I don't think that our nature is to do wrong to each other. I see the beauty in the world, and I know there's a lot of people like me that do. Problem is, I don't have endless money, and it's one of the things that I just cared too much, and I helped a lot of people, and now I need your help. Now I need your help. I want to do this festival. It'd be February 2019. Okay. The property is going to cost me $130,000, and I need to get it quickly. I have 8 months left to do it. If anybody's ever been to a festival or worked with the festival, or 8 months is not a lot of time to do a world-class festival. I have to hurry up and lock down this property. So I created every possible avenue I know of to make this happen. Um, the first option is that to buy the property straight out, an investor. I would be willing to pay an investor 3 times the amount loaned, so they would make $390 if they loan me the 130 with a 1 year balloon, meaning that I don't make payments or anything. I have a year from the day I close on the property to pay it off. That's option one. Option two is the realtor and one of the owners, because this property is owned by multiple owners. One of the owners said that if I could come up with half down, that I could go ahead, take over the property, and they'll carry me for the year. So I come up with 65,000. The investor will make 3 times the amount, which would be 195. And at the end of the year, investor gives 65. At the end of the year, the investor makes 195, and the owner of the property gets the other 65,000 that he's owed. So the property will be paid for. And it's very important why we're also buying it. It will house the Dreamweaver Foundation, but the festival grounds will always be separate. There'll be 2 separate areas. Okay. So those are my first 2 options, and I've been working at them, talking to a lot of banks, a lot of different people. A friend of mine hit me up yesterday. It's like, take it back to the people and just keep it real. And that's what I'm doing. My pride does not let me not accomplish my dreams. I'm sorry. If my pride's like, you're going to seem like it doesn't matter, because the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, I know that this is going to be a big blessing to a lot of people. And I'm not talking about just a certain culture or a certain gender or a certain race or a certain economic level or certain groups. I don't do that. I don't do that. People are people to me. The first thing I see is human. And if you need my help, I need to see what you need, evaluate how I can be most beneficial, discuss that with you, and take action. Okay. So this festival for that side is pretty important. And that's how I've been addressing it. My pride does not overrun that. Okay. I'd rather look broke and get it done and sound desperate than not do it. Not do it. There's too much to risk right now not doing it. Okay. So pride's out the door. The other option is buy tickets. The tickets are $185. No matter what, the first thing that's going to happen is the venue's going to get locked down. The venue's locked down, the festival's happening. And I'm going to do it in February no matter what. So I will announce the artist as we get the contract signed and the payments are paid and all that. The fastest way to do it, everybody buy a ticket. I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to make it worth every single penny. And if you ever been to any of my shows, you know that I really put a lot into them, and I try to bring like fire dancers and ballet and just lights and music and all kinds of music, all kinds of arts and crafts and just food and all kinds of natural drinks and liquored up drinks. I go all out, every single time, and they're really good shows. So it's going to be worth it. And again, none of the money prior to paying for the festival is going into my pocket. When the festival is done, let me finish with the options, and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to do it this one time and tell everybody. Okay, so buy tickets is another option. And that's scary to a lot of people, $185 for something that's not locked in yet. Okay, and I understand that. The other option is I created a GoFundMe page and you guys can donate. And I know not everybody has money to be donating. Um, I don't know what the minimum is on GoFundMe. I think it's like $5. But even if you put $5 in, and that's all that you have that you can spare, we'll take it. We'll take it. Anybody who does $25 or more is going to get tickets to come to the festival. Basically, what I'm saying is that 5,200 people put $25 in. We, we, us, yes, us, we can buy this property and do this festival and really change some lives. 2019 should be a beautiful year for everybody, okay? And I'm very serious about that. To give you an idea, one of the budgets that I was working on showed a $17 million profit, okay? That's a lot of money. Unlike any other company that would say that's our profit, I'm looking at it saying, okay, so now I took 10 million of that and broke that down into $1 million trust accounts, where each trust account does X. This trust account does scholarships, and there's 17 different types of scholarships that it funds throughout the year. This trust account does nonprofits, and there's X amount of nonprofits that receive X amount of dollars. This trust account does this. That would be pretty powerful. Keeping 1 million to personally go out into communities and do some things. Okay. That leaves $7 million. Okay. 2 million into the Dreamweaver Foundation, so that year long you can come to the Dreamweaver Foundation and education and see the solar and the sustainable lifestyle working, which creates more income that we can again put back into the community. So from the 7 million is left, 2 million's gone. It's in the Dreamweaver Foundation, which is to help keep building up more stuff like this. Okay, leaves us 5 million. Okay, take another 2 million, and we're going to put that into research and development. Okay, developing stuff that you can really use, putting it where it will help you. And I'm trying to figure out a way to explain this. Say you want solar panels, okay? And there are some companies put them on for free, but you got to lease the solar panels. There's companies that pay for it. But what we want to do is if you want to start living that lifestyle and start moving towards that lifestyle, we want to help you get there. And so some of that money will go towards making that happen, making your life better. Okay. So some of that money is set, 2 million, to help make other people's lifestyles better. Okay. Take another million for the festival next year. So the 2020 festival is already paid for. We already have $1 million of the budget done. So, the fundraising, and we own the land now. So, every year, that this festival is going to happen here. Okay. So we have $1 million. That leaves about $2 million. And that is the profits that would be split between the whole team that helped work the festival. And regardless of their level, position, or what they did, that team it's going to be split evenly. Nobody's going to make more than anybody else. On top of that, the volunteers that come out and volunteer, because we need a lot of them, they would get gifts and a little bit of compensation for their time. And that's where the last 2 million goes, is in compensating everybody who had anything to do with helping make this happen. So down there, you see it? There's 3 things you can do. For one, you can go on the Facebook Mother of Earth page. I don't have the website up yet, but it is coming. We're locking it in. I'm getting it done right now, actually. Follow us on Facebook. You know, I live what I talk about. I don't just make this stuff up and talk about it. It's how I live, and it's when I speak things like the Mother of Earth Festival. That is something that's coming into reality. Okay, no matter what, it's coming into reality because I've spoken it. That means I'm going to do it. Period. It's going to happen. Right now, I need your help to make that happen, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So no matter what, feel safe that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen this February 2019, and it's going to be a blast. Okay, you can get on there and go ahead, buy a ticket. The link's down there, or you can donate, and the link's down there. One more thing I want to say is that once the festival's paid for, anybody who followed what we were doing for the Mother of Earth Festival donated money lower than $25, in any way helped us make this happen. If you let me know that you cannot afford to come to this festival, we're going to give you a general access pass. So $5 is all you got to donate. I feel it. We need 5,200 people doing $25. If you don't have it and you want to come to this festival, don't worry, because when this festival happens, just send me a note wherever. I answer all my notes. I'm not that big of a celebrity. I answer my notes. So, and we will get you there. We will get you there. I want all of us to come together in unity and love. And I see a lot of us so scared, honestly. We're living in some pretty crazy times. But honestly, when you balance out the population and the crime, it's not as crazy as we think it is. But it gets blown up that way. We tend to focus on all this crazy stuff going on in the world, and we forgot about all this beauty going on in the world. Bringing you guys together, focusing on what's beautiful in the world and how we can jointly go out into the world and change things for reals. No government assistance, no red tape, no nothing. We have this money for this. When it's gone, it's gone. Let's get out in those communities and make some changes. There's senior citizens whose houses are falling apart that need help. And we can do it. We can do that. We can get to them. There's some that just need help with the bills. Some of them might be in their final days and they need some financial help for their final resting place. There's so much we can do. There's so much we can do, and so many people we could touch. And even if it's making somebody smile in their last hours, there's so many children that have cancer that we could do things to help them. At least smile for me. I don't know how to explain to you the impact that we can have. All I can do is show you. And that takes you making that move. Thank you.